Maxwell House Coffee presents Good News of 1940.
Always and always and go on a glory and wonder.
Good evening, everybody. This is Edward Arnold, and on behalf of the makers of Maxwell House Coffee, I welcome you to an hour of entertainment brought to you each week from Hollywood, starring Fanny, Brice, Hanley, Stafford, Lou Holtz, Connee, Boswell, Benny Rumit, and Meredith Wilson. Plus, tonight's guests of honor, John Boles and Lucille Ball. Oh, hello, Meredith.
Hello, Eddie.
It's holiday week here in Hollywood, just the same as it is all over the country. And we've got a grand show tonight to bring you all some holiday cheer. We're going to open with a song from the picture we previewed last week, Gulliver's Travels. And it's the kind of a song that really makes you glad you live in a land where Christmas can still mean something. It's called We're All Together Now, and I think maybe it's time we get started.
Gee, that's what I've been thinking.
Oh, listen, you Rusty, get away from me and play, will you?
There's a job that must be done, just a hasty little job that must be done. We're all together now, ready to do, ready to dare. What do we care? We're all together now, How do you fare? What do we care? What do we care? What do we care? What do we care? We have a fight that must be won. The job that must be done. We are gonna fight. We're all for till the job is done. And once more we are gonna fight. We're all for till the job is done. And once more we are all together. We're all together. Once for all together. Once for all together. Once for all. What do we care? We're all together now. All together now. Ready to do, ready to dare. What do we care? We're all together now. All together now. How do you care? What do we care? What do we care? There's a fight that must be won. There's a job that must be done. There's a fight that must be won. There's a job that must be done. There's a fight that must be won. There's a job that must be done. What do we care? What do we care? What do we care? We're all together now. All together now. Ready to do, ready to dare, ready to die. All together now. All together now. What do we care? What do we care? We're all together now. All together now. Ready to do, ready to dare. What do we care? We're all together now. All together now. How do you fare? What do we care? What do we care? What do we care?
Very good, Meredith. Very good indeed.
Well, thanks, Ed. Say, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings if I said anything there a minute ago that hurt your feelings.
You know, how can I stay sore at a guy that makes as little sense as you?
That's right.
Yeah. You know, I think I'll make just one New Year's resolution, Meredith.
What?
I'm going to tolerate you.
Gee, thanks a lot, Eddie.
Oh, you're welcome. Now, get back on the stand because I don't want to break my resolution just yet.
Peculiar fellow, ain't he? I don't know the man.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to meet one of the most fetching young ladies who has come to Hollywood in my time. Lucille Ball is beautiful, gay, and charming. You've probably seen her in RKO's new Kay Kaiser picture. That's right, you're wrong. And you'll see her again in The Marines Fly High with Richard Dix, which was produced at the same establishment. At this moment, however, she's here in person. Miss Lucille Ball. Lucille, It's indeed a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you, Eddie. And, Eddie, before I forget, there's one person on this program I'm dying to meet.
Well, I'll be glad to be of some service.
He's a musician.
A musician?
Well, Eddie, what are we waiting for?
Meredith, if you're the fellow she wants to meet, I won't tolerate you another minute. Lucille, break it to me gently. Come on.
Eddie, I want to meet Lalganga.
You mean Meredith's Hindu oboe player?
Yes.
Shucks.
Well, now you're cooking with gas.
I ain't whistling Dixie, son.
I'm going to quit tolerating that fellow. Drat him.
Lucille, you can meet Lalganga, but there's just one catch.
Oh, the name's Ball, Eddie. I'm a great catcher.
Well, can you speak Hindu?
Pitch another one that's high and outside.
Well, you can't talk to Lalganga till Lou Holtz gets here. He's the official interpreter.
Oh, shucks. Can I even holler to him?
Sure, go ahead.
Hi, Lal.
Oh, Warner.
Oh. Now I've got to meet him. I'm going out to look for Holtz.
Well, I'll have to get a turbine. I'm not getting anywhere around here. Say, Connee, do you still love me?
Eglanda protasi finidinidondo.
Good heavens, you too?
Bueno.
Now, cut it out. I can't stand it. What are you going to sing, dear?
Stop. It's wonderful.
Fine, let's have it.
Tops down on your motor car, right in front of every star. Don't you know just where you are? Stop. It's wonderful, I'll admit I think you're swell. Nice to know you, nice you fell. I'm afraid you'll kiss and tell. Stop. It's wonderful, and I don't know just what I'll do. 'Cause I'm getting sentimental over you. What to do? You better start that motor, turn the key. Promised I'd be home by 3. Can't forget what Ma told me. Stop. It's wonderful. I have the right idea, though I'm just 17. When the stars start winking, I know just what they mean. Some folks think the moon above is just a big chandelier, but I get romantic whenever you are near. So drop down on your motor car, right in front of every star. Don't you know just where you are? Stop, it's wonderful. I'll admit I think you're swell. Nice to know you, nice you fell. I'm afraid you'll kiss and tell. Stop, it's wonderful. I don't know what I'll do. I'm getting sentimental over you. Better turn your key. Promise I'd be home by 3. More be waiting there for me. Stop. It's wonderful. You're wonderful.
Very nice, Connee. And now here's Warren Hull, who uses word magic to turn back the pages of history.
Thanks, Eddie. Tonight, friends, I'd like to take you back to an evening at the old Maxwell House in Nashville, Tennessee, more than 50 years ago. Together, we enter a stately southern dining room, aglow with the light of many candles and the loveliness of gracious southern ladies dressed in crinoline, lace, and satin. Coming in ahead of us is a distinguished southern gentleman. As he stops by a table, we hear...
Good evening, Mr. Cheek. You see, I'm drinking your grand new coffee. It's delicious, really it is. And, Mr. Cheek, I'm so glad you're calling it Maxwell House in honor of this hotel.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm mighty proud to know that you and so many more of my good friends are enjoying my Maxwell House coffee.
That was more than half a century ago. And tonight we bridge those 50 years with a letter just received from Mrs. Ava Evans Hurstein of Nashville, Tennessee.
Mr. Joel Creek was my friend and neighbor for many years. I'm now 86 years old, and I believe I'm his oldest living customer. During my many years of housekeeping, it's given me pleasure to recommend Maxwell House coffee to everyone. My children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren have had the privilege of drinking Maxwell House, and we all agree it's now, more than ever, good to the last drop.
We hope you're listening in, Mrs. Hurstein, to receive our thanks for a letter we sincerely appreciate. We're glad you approve the way in which we've carried on the work of Joel Cheek. Appreciate our efforts to make Maxwell House the finest coffee you can buy. Today, millions of people are telling us we have succeeded because more people are enjoying Maxwell House coffee today than ever before in its history. So, friends, if you haven't tried Maxwell House for some time, let me suggest that you get a can tomorrow. We think your own enjoyment and satisfaction will tell you that Maxwell House coffee is now, more than ever, good to the last drop.